When the Anne Frank
we saw this a little bit
first went viral back in 2017, articles provided only a brief description of the person wild enough to do it. So we lined up a full interview with the rapper to get the full story of the Anne Frank face tattoo. When the idea first came about, Arnold is Dead had recently dropped out of college.
What?
So then I tried the college thing. I tried. I didn't make it past the first semester.
And was couch surfing around Los Angeles by creating free music for any
Where?
artist who'd let him stay over. At around the same time, Arnold began to notice the rise of the SoundCloud rap genre.
You had the Smoke Perps, the Lil Pumps, the Ski Masses, the XXXTentacion.
After which he began to emulate that kind of lifestyle. However, there was one thing he was missing which characterized almost every artist from that
Music?
era: face tattoos. Coe had gotten the Mona Lisa on his neck, Blueface had gotten Benjamin Franklin on his cheek, yet Arnold is Dead was looking to make an even bigger statement. As a college dropout with no permanent residence, Arnold didn't have the best relationship with his family.
Your mom kicks you out of the house. She thinks you're a piece of shit. Your dad doesn't. He thinks you're a piece of shit. None of your siblings talk to you.
Which not only led to a problem with substances, but also a bout of deep depression.
Got to the point when you're young and you're under, you know what I'm saying, the influence, you're not making the clearest of decisions. You're not, you know. It's a really dark place.
It was at this point that Arnold realized he wanted a permanent reminder that someone else always had it worse than him. And as a result, he chose a portrait of someone who'd had it worse than everybody else, later stating in an interview with The Sun, there are people in history that didn't have the power to control, to actually do things they wanted to do with their lives. To be stuck in a house and end up dying. Dude, I'm dying to make music. That's the way I look at it, it's very black and white. Recognized as one of the world's most famous tragedies, Arnold became certain that he wanted Anne Frank on his face.
So then, the eureka light bulb moment where I thought I was gonna blast it on my face so it could be like a reminder where I was like, whenever you feel down and bad, bro, like on Anne Frank, bro. Like it was like a thing for me.
Although instead of going to a professional tattoo studio, he instead opted for a much riskier location.
I go to my friend that was living in Pomona.
What the fuck am I watching?
His brother does tattoos out the house. And, yeah, I run to Brian's brother's house and I tell him about my genius plan. And he's like, so how much money do you have? And I was like, 20 bucks. Bro, deal.
On the 20th of August 2017, for a home job price of $20,
I mean,
the Anne Frank face tattoo was finished.
Wait, that
instant response from those who
that did pretty good actually.
Can
what the
someone
fuck?
tell me why Teddy got a tattoo of Anne Frank big as on his face? Why? With many others echoing.
That guy's really good at
that.
that.
This is so irresponsible, and frankly, I do not approve. How ignorant do people gotta get for attention now, while others made the argument that everybody should be allowed to make their own choices? I mean, you didn't do it, so why do you care what other people do? That's just hating. If you don't like it, you don't have to respond. Despite this initial burst of public attention, Arnold maintained that he hadn't orchestrated this to go viral.
I didn't think this was gonna be a viral thing. Bro, I was moving off my like heart. It wasn't a try to be like a viral thing. I was really into tattoos. I wanted to always be completely tattooed, inked up head to toe. You see what I'm saying?
Yet the uniqueness of the piece certainly helped to expand his network, becoming closely acquainted with XXXTentacion and others.
I started working with Ski Mask. I started working with Trippie Redd. I started working with Warhol. I started working with Cole Bennett.
Which eventually led to his now infamous meetup with the one and only Lil Xan. Arnold explained that he met Lil Xan while hanging out backstage at a festival.
And we see that Lil Xan's there, so I just introduced myself. We're just hanging out.
That crowd though.
During which Lil Xan saw the tattoo and gave him a funny nickname.
We're just shooting jokes and he was like, this is like Xan Frank, like this is wild.
This on its own wasn't anything interesting. However, when somebody from the media began talking to the two, their evening took an unexpected turn.
Hey, yo, Lil Xan.
What, is that Tana?
Yo, this is my boy Xan Frank. That's it, the internet broke. That was it. All the photos that went viral into memes and everything came from them taking pictures of that day because they were like they were just capturing that exact moment.
Rapper gets tattoo of Anne Frank on his face because he's dying for his music. Arnold Gutierrez, who goes by the name Xan Frank and Arnold is Dead, stunned rap fans with a huge inking of the Jewish diarist. Articles such as this one helped Arnold's social media to explode.
After that, I wake up the next day and I have like 15K followers and the whole internet just wrecking my shit.
With the virality of the situation then leading to an Instagram post by Lil Xan announcing that Arnold was the new third member of Xanarchy. The post was amplified further when Adam22 reposted the image to his Twitter with the caption Anne Frank face tattoo before getting Arnold in a no jumper video titled He Got an Anne Frank face tattoo.
This is the legend that everybody's been talking about. Yeah, Anne Frank Give me your version of why you got the Anne Frank face tattoo. Let's hear it.
What's my version?
I don't know. Let's hear your version.
I don't got a version, dog.
Oh, well,
Xan Frank, dog. Xanarchy.
Is that what inspired it?
Well, that's Xanarchy all day.
Okay.
Despite this, Arnold explained that people often didn't recognize who it was in the image.
I get funny ones like, is that your daughter? Is that your mom? Is that your girlfriend? And then I'm like, it's Anne Frank. Some people don't know who Anne Frank is.
Which is surprising, as a now deleted Reddit post of the tattoo received 4.8k upvotes on the ATBGE subreddit, which is a space dedicated to awful taste but great execution for everything that displays quality craftsmanship in the least elegant way possible. Not a bad compliment for a $20 home job. Others on the post expressed concern over his future employment prospects, yet the reply suggested that he might qualify for some niche roles, stating, "Tell that to the HR department at the Holocaust Museum, as well as standing at the exit offering pictures with his face might be the best bet for a career." What the internet thought wasn't of interest to Arnold
Why do you always
anyway,
pick the dumbest
as he
Reddit
only cared
comments?
about the opinion of one specific person.
The only person's reaction is my mother's. She looked at me, bro, and she was like, "Oh, you're still my son, bro. I don't see that." Like nothing changed.
And if anything, the situation helped Arnold to take care of his family, given he was now being presented with new opportunities, which he previously hadn't had access to.
Now I had an opportunity to be able to walk into rooms that I wouldn't be able to walk into. Like I said, it wasn't the intention, but the fact that it happened like that, that's what made it 10 times better.
One such instance was a meeting with a top executive at Republic Records, who turned out to be Jewish, but found the piece to be quite endearing.
We took him to a meeting at Republic. Clearly, you know, she's like, shout out the Jewish people. Yo, she was Jewish. Anne Frank, she was about to cry.
Yeah, she was.
Arnold then gave a description of that day in his own words.
She comes from a Jewish background, and she's one of the big label execs. She brings a lot of big artists there. You could Google her, and she has a really big background in that. And we really had a heart-to-heart.
Also adding that most people are polite in real life and have no problems with the piece outside of the internet.
I've never even had someone like use it as an insult. The only thing I've seen is like comments online and like people just bashing it.
At around the same time, Arnold also got a Xanarchy tattoo on his neck, which is both strange and unfortunate, as he never even joined the crew officially, and the relationship between Arnold and Lil Xan came to an end only 3 months after their first meeting.
He's like not really part of Xanarchy no more.
Really?
Yeah, he's part of like very rare.
Oh, okay.
It's cool and all, but
It's cool. Like we cool with them, but you know.
Yeah. Well, was it the Anne Frank face tattoo that was too much?
No.
Arnold then explained that he was removed from Xanarchy.
I thought they had like one song.
Management told him this.
I had gotten kicked out from the group because they said I was like a bad influence to Lil Xan because I was like partying really hard.
Which is interesting, as Arnold has cleaned up his act quite significantly since getting the tattoo for the first time.
I'm a lot more mellow now after having a daughter, after cleaning up and stuff like that. You know, I haven't taken Xans in a long time. Probably been like almost 2 years now. I'm not gonna continue doing Xans.
Hey, that's legit.
I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Gonna push that
Shit,
agenda. I don't
fuck
think
it,
that's
man.
cool.
Within the last month, Arnold did a photo shoot with the up-and-coming Jewish rapper BLP Kosher, who was recently interviewed by Nardwar, also getting a small feature in his special
Well, anyway, he's
music
like Kappa.
video during the line
He talks normally and shit.
And Frank. Arnold has also recently rebranded to La Pension, which is Spanish for DJ child support, combining his old skill of producing music with his love for Latin culture, ultimately hoping to spread a positive message.
Instead of like pushing this whole agenda that everybody was following as a trend with the drugs and all that stuff. Let's make people dance, enjoy life, feel good about themselves.
Chat said new SunnyV2, and that wasn't even the video? Is there actually another one? Oh my fucking god. I'm brain dead.
Restaurant
I watched the whole video, and that's not even the one I want to watch! Okay, dude. Okay.